Hi guys, this is the V Back in channel, and first of all, before we get started with this video, I would like to explain what happened in the last few months. Well, a lot of things happened, and I didn't have a lot of time, to be honest, so that's why I didn't make any videos in the last few months. And I was busy with midterm and end term tests, and I also have a midterm test coming up in a few weeks, so I'm not going to be able to post for a few weeks after this video. But anyway, yes, I apologize for not making the videos often for the last few months. And about the name, I changed it because of the Asphalt 8 account thing, but I kind of quit the clan, the SEL, and I'm going back into the V, so if you guys were confused, I apologize for that too. And yes, we have over 80 subscribers now. It's a slow progress, but I didn't really do this to get subscribers, just did this for fun. But if we do indeed reach 100 anytime soon, we better make something to make it up, right? So if we reach 100 subscribers, I will make a full collection video, although I have sold many cars and not bought any in this year. So today, this video will be a versus video. The last video we did in the versus series was the Carrera GTs, the Porsche Carrera GTs, the concept, and the production models. Today we're going to compare the two R231 Mercedes-Benz SLs, pre-facelift of course, and this one on the left is a 65 AMG, and one on the right is a 63 AMG. Now, it's pretty interesting because the Maisto made three variants of the R231 SLs. The 65 AMG, 63 AMG, and I think it's the SL500 or a 400, either one. So it's pretty funny. They made all three models of the R231 SLs. And also they made the 63 and the 65 of the previous generation SLs. Of the facelift version, and they made the pre-facelift SL and the SL65 AMG. And the first Mazda model they ever made was the first generation SL. So I guess that's why they make so much SLs in various models. Now the left is a very expensive 65 AMG, the 45th anniversary version. You can tell by the matte gray paint job and diamond seats. And the right one is a common SL63 AMG. The price difference between the 65 and the 63 is huge. Like all of the 65 and the 63 models, there's over $50,000 base MSRP difference. And probably because the 65 AMG is a much more powerful model. The 65 AMG, so let's go take a look at the engines, which is one of basically the only differences of these two Mercedes-Benz SLs. Now, the SL65 AMG runs on a 6-liter V12, which is quite a powerful engine. And like the other 65 AMGs, yes, it runs on a V12. The G65, the S65, they all run on the V12 engine. And the SL63, like all the other 63 AMG cars, run on a V8. This one's a 5.5 V8. Some of them are 4-liter V8, but yes, this one's a 5.5 V8. Now, the 65 AMG 6-liter turbocharged V12 produces 621 horsepower, which is really a beast. It's a lot more powerful than our Lexus RX our family owns. And the car on the right, the SL63, has a 529 horsepower turbocharged V8. I'm not sure, but the one with the performance package has a 556 horsepower, but I'm not really sure if this thing has a 556 horsepower performance package. If you take a look at the engines, you can't really tell much difference between the 6.5 and the 6.3. It's a little bit dark here, so you can't see that well. But basically, the only difference is that the 6.3 AMG and has these colored blue ones, while the 6.5 is simply gray. And I'm not really sure if the real 65 and the 63 is the only difference, but yes, you can't really check the cylinder difference because the cylinders are both under this AMG hood covers, and it's obvious they put these on these model cars because it'll be so hard to express the cylinders if it did not have the hood. Other than the engine, the real car and the model car has basically no difference in the front, the grills, the fog lights, everything. And the quality on these cars are both basically the same. If you want to know more about the quality, you better go look at the reviews of these cars. But yes, the blocked grills, basic mixed chrome, but good headlight and fog light quality is basically the same on either of those cars. Despite different engines, they both run on 7-speed automatic transmission, which is funny because the previous generation had a 5-speed and a 7-speed automatic transmission. Let's take the car to the left, or the side, if you can call it like that. And the side also has very few differences whatsoever. After all, these are both R213 SLs. And considering they're both AMG models, they both have the AMG body kits, and the 63 and the 65 does not use separate body kits, which makes the car look very, very similar. I haven't really got one yet, but if I got the SL500, I'll make this comparison video again, but yes, SL500 will be a bit different because it does not have the AMG body kits like these two cars. Now on the side, you don't really have much of a difference, except for the fact that the 65 AMG is an open top. But they both are convertibles. All the SL variants are convertibles, despite it's a SL400, 500, or a 63 and 65 AMG. Basically, the only difference is that here you can see in tiny scripts. I should get a zoom in on there. This one says a V12 bi-turbo right there, while the 63 has the V8 bi-turbo. Like I said, it's an expression that these engines are different on cars. And since the 63 AMG has a hardtop on, unlike the 65, which is this open top, the 63 does have plastic windows, if you can call it like that, on the door sills, while the 65 AMG does not. Let's go take a look at the interior of these two cars. And the interior is a bit different, because the 63 and the 65 does use different leather on real cars, although for extra options you can choose the same leather for the 65 and the 63, but in this case it's a little bit different. My 65 AMG is a 45th anniversary version, while the 63 AMG is a standard 63, so even if it has a 65 option, it won't have the seats that the AMG 45th has. What I mean is that if you take a look at the 65 AMG seats, it is beige with sand color with diamond quiltings. I think that's what they're called. And the door sills does have the same diamond quiltings as well. On the other side, the 63 AMG has standard AMG performance seats. They both have lousy door angles, but the 65 AMG is an open top, so you can see the interior well. But anyway, you can see that the 63's AMG seats are a bit different. They don't have the quilting patterns like the 65 AMG. Of course, we have to take the car to the rear, right? And despite that, except for that, the interior on the 63 and the 65 is basically the same also. If you take the car to the back, like I said in the side, there are very few differences on these two cars. After all, they're both run on the same platform, and they both have the AMG body kits. But what is different, however, it's kind of obvious, is that the 65 AMG has a 65 logo, while the 63 has a 63 logo. Except for that, everything is basically the same, from these lame chrome mufflers to stickered things. And of course the license plate is different. SL6565 on the 65 AMG, and the SL63 AMG on the 63 AMG. Yes, and the 63 AMG has a rear window right here. while the 65 doesn't. So you can actually, if you're wondering what the inside of the 63 is like, you can just go ahead and touch here and say, wow, that's what the 63 feels like. And the trunk, my 63 AMG doesn't stick up, I think. The trunk doesn't stick up, so you have to just do it like this. It's basically the same, although for some reason, probably because it's an open top, the 65 AMG looks like it's got a bigger trunk space, but no, it's not. They both look the same in the 65 or the 63. So yes, I made this video because I saw a video of it a couple years ago. I believe it was JMC Porsche who did this, and I thought I would make my video, my version of it, since he didn't really explain about the engine difference or the body kits and all that shit. So I made this video, and comparing these two cars is almost pointless, let's say it, because they're both basically the same models, same body kits. Basically the only difference is the engine, the top. That's it. So if you are planning to buy the AMG SLs, sorry, really there's no need to get both of them. One would do perfectly fine. I would recommend the 65 really, because the 65 has a nicer interior, and after all, it is a 65. In the real world, it will cost much more. But if you're looking forward to bright colors, the 63 might be better, because the 65 is only available in gray, while the 63 is available in bright colors, the red and blue. So it's your choice really between the 63 and the 65, and there's hardly any difference to it. And yes, I am planning to get the standard SL class. I'm not sure if it's a SL400 or a 500, but yes, I'm gonna get the white one made by Maisto, probably within this month if possible. And I'll try to make a video of it where I compare all three of the R213 SLs. I don't know, I might get a rally version, but yeah. Yes, my midterm test is around 2 weeks away, and I have to study it in 11 subjects. It's not easy, especially not easy to make these long videos. I can't really guarantee when I'll make the next video, but I'll try to make it as soon as possible. And remember that when we get to 100 subscribers, regardless of if there's a test or not, we will make that full collection video. So please subscribe and click like on this car, and I hope to see you guys soon. And thank you guys so much for watching.